Hi guys, it's Katie here. Thank you so much for coming and checking out my CrowdRise page for the Bank of America Chicago Marathon for 2018. I am running the marathon again this year, which I'm super excited for. And I'm running it for Erikas Lighthouse again, which is an organization I'm on the executive council for. And I hold real close to my heart. And I've been working with them for probably about 5 years now. And we started this program maybe 3 years ago. Maybe this is our fourth year, I think. And we raise a ton of money doing it, and it's so awesome and it's so much fun. And I'm excited to be part of it again this year. Um, a lot of people ask me, what is Erica's Lighthouse? They've heard of it, they've seen it, they've seen some of our programming, but they still aren't sure of what it is. And what we do is we educate schools, school communities about depression, and we eliminate the stigma of mental illness, which is really important. Um, and we empower teens to take control over their mental illness. So it's an incredible program. When you guys donate to Erica's Lighthouse, you donate to me to run the Chicago Marathon, your money is going directly to that, going directly to education, going directly to getting rid of that stigma, and also helping teens take control over their mental illness, their depression. It helps with our schools, educating our staff members, and getting all this information out there and into their hands so they can start helping their students, and students can start helping students. And it's really cool. It's such a great program. If you have a chance, you should head over to ericaslighthouse.org and check it out. Our curriculum is free to anybody who wants to download it online. And for a small fee, we will come out and help educate schools on our program and how they can use it to empower their students. And then the other question I get a lot is, why did you choose Erica's Lighthouse? Because obviously, when you choose to put a lot of your time and efforts into a non-for-profit, when you volunteer for an organization, there's typically a reason behind why that organization interests you. And for me, when I was a freshman in high school, I was at a hockey game and was just watching hockey. And this kid fell and got hurt on the ice, and like badly, where his heart stopped and he started having seizures, and it was scary and awful. And I had a panic attack, and out of the blue for no reason. I didn't know what it was, and it was really scary. And right after that, it was really hard for me to go back to school. I kept having panic attacks. It kind of like set something off inside of me, and it was something I couldn't control. And it was scary. And that was back in 1996. And nobody knew what it was. None of my friends knew what it was. My mom and dad didn't know what it was. But luckily for me, my parents were very proactive, and they got me help immediately, and we figured out what it was. Now, it was still hard because no one talked about it. Mental illness wasn't something that was talked about 22 years ago. So it was something that was really challenging for me. And I lost a lot of friends because they didn't understand. And I think I got made fun of a lot. And even my mom and dad got made fun of a lot for it. And it was just something that wasn't out there. It wasn't talked about. If you had mental illness, you were crazy, and that's like the worst word to use for somebody who's struggling with something like that. And so once I got through it, which, kind of is always with you, but you can start to learn how to manage it and stuff like that. But I just always vowed that I would come back and help kids and teenagers and junior high and high school to get through something like that, because it's just a really hard thing to deal with. And when no one else has any idea what you're going through, it's pretty difficult. So now we fast forward to 2018, almost 22 years later, and we are talking about it more, and we are getting rid of that stigma, but it's still it's still there. More kids are talking about it, schools are open to it, and staff is talking about it, and parents are talking about it, but there's still so many people to educate on it. And it's just a really important thing to learn about and understand, because you just never know who it will happen to. It can happen to anybody. It happens to so many people. So that's the reason why I choose Erikas Lighthouse and why I've chosen Erikas Lighthouse. And I'm super excited to run this year. Totally freaked out because, 26.2 miles is no joke. So if you want to help and want to donate to Erikas Lighthouse or donate to me to run the Chicago Marathon this year, that would be so awesome. You can just click on my page, probably to the left or to the right. I can't tell right now. And help us raise money to educate more schools, to educate more students, to continue to allow this curriculum to be free online so anyone in the world can download it. And they have, which is so cool, which is what's so cool about the internet now, is that you can tell who's downloading your information and who's looking at it. And we have people in Alaska, we have people in Asia, we have people in Australia. It's super cool. So I really appreciate it. And I would love for anyone to come down and cheer us on the day of the marathon this year, and just donate and help us to, get depression out of the dark and help more students and teens. Thanks, guys. Bye.